Our first guest tonight has a truck bed full of AMAs, CMAs, and whatever MAs there are. You can watch him both nurture and crush young talent alongside Lionel and Katy on American Idol, live Sunday nights here on ABC. Please welcome Luke Bryan. You smell like leather. It's nice.
It's rich mahogany and leather or something, or leather-bound books.
It works. Whatever it is, I'm swooning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. You worked live last night, right?
We were here last. We were here last night
on Cinco de Mayo. You didn't.
Cinco de Mayo. I was able to prolong a margarita till after the show.
One margarita, like your song.
Two margarita, three. You know that deal.
Yeah.
You know, and the shot. I didn't do a shot, so I avoided that. But you know, work. I got to be polished today.
Have you found that on Cinco de Mayo, like Monster Mash on Halloween, that one margarita is something that suddenly gets a spike in listens?
I would love the route of Mariah Carey.
Yes, All I Want for Christmas.
And
sure.
you know, Lee Greenwood on 4th of July.
God Bless the USA.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so let's just make. I'd love to see my download skyrocket.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo. Let's
Cinco de Mayo. I think. Oh, and by the way, we have Mother's Day coming up, and we've often spoken about your mom. How is your mom doing?
Well, my mother, she's amazing. We got her in a new house. That was her mission of last year, is to talk me into moving. She's in a beach town, Mexico Beach, Florida.
Okay.
And there we go. If you know it, you know it. But so yeah, she moved a quarter of a mile down the beach.
Really?
To a much better setup.
A better house, yeah.
At my expense.
Of course, yes.
And
do you worry that she's going to want to move then another quarter mile down the beach and another?
It's all about upgrades for my mother.
I see.
It's like when you go online shopping and you add to the cart.
Yes.
She's just clicking the add to the cart. So now there's an empty lot between her house and the beach.
Yeah.
And her latest push is for me to maybe purchase the empty lot, so she can maintain her beach view in case someone ever, builds on top of it.
And are you thinking about that?
Well, there's a realtor down there that's probably going to call me in the morning.
Yeah.
But so she had no trouble. And I mean, it's a beachfront lot. It's not cheap. But then she calls me with all this anxiety to purchase 4 $300 palm trees.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, yes. What's that, $1,200? Yeah, get the palm trees. So I think she baited me with the lot. So the $1,200 palm trees were just like, as long as you're happy with the palm trees,
let's go for the lot. Yeah, yeah.
And then,
And now the lot is going to cost a lot. You've talked about it, and they know you're interested in the lot.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Your mom, does she have like a big group of friends down there in Florida?
It's a pretty country little town, you know. I call her up and I'm like, well, what are you doing? And she's like, well, Gator's coming to pick me up, and me and Peanut Butter and Mullet are going down to the canal.
Are these humans?
They are not pets. They are actually human beings.
Gator,
peanut butter, Mullet.
Mullet. Is Mullet a man?
Mullet is a male human.
And have you met Mullet?
I don't know if I've met Mullet. I try to clear them out when I come into town.
What about Peanut Butter? Have you met Peanut Butter or Gator?
These are names that I'm 90% sure these people come and go out of her life because she is a little bit taxing on you. But there's always a new name that comes in.
And never a normal name like
Lydia.
It's
never like Walter or nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
It's just always like, I don't know, Skeeter. Skeeter is...
There's a Skeeter?
There gotta be.
It sounds like she's putting together a team to, carry out a heist or something.
Ocean's 11 of Mexico Beach, Florida, right? They're going to rob the bait and tackle shop. And,
Speaking of bait
Still
and
some
tackle,
ice.
I have to ask you about something because I cannot believe that this is true. I heard that you, and I know you like fishing, and we've discussed this before.
It's a passion.
But
yes.
I've heard that you have a weird allergy that I have never heard of anyone having before.
I am allergic to bass, touching bass, and sunfish.
You're allergic to touching them. What about eating them?
Never seem to have had a problem.
What happens when you touch a bass?
Well, so let's just paint the picture. We're down in, I'm 11 years old. And
You are? Jeez.
Well, yeah, it's rough it's rough growing up in Georgia. But the picture is I'm a boy, 11 years old, and I'm catching fish with my dad, Well, I'm in the boat, and we're catching fish, and, you get fish slime and whatever's on like a bass or whatever. Well, it gets in your eyes, and you touch it, and you're getting the hooks out of the fish's mouth, and my hands are swelling, and my eyes are swelling shut. But we're outside, so my whole life, my dad was just like, oh, hell, son, it's just the allergies, And I'm back there, my lungs are closing up, I'm wheezing, and, then they load me up with Benadryl and Coca-Cola, and I make it through another day, But, so this goes on for years, and we just finally put it together, and yeah, if I go bass fishing, man, it wrecks.
Are you like allergic to salmon and trout, all kinds?
I can trout fish like a salmonoid, a trout, or anything doesn't bother me. Like I never had a problem, but I mean, it'd be like Michael Jordan allergic to touching the basketball.
Well, yeah. Are you that good at fishing?
Hell yeah, I am.
Luke Bryan, everybody. We'll be right back. We are back. Luke Bryan, whom you can see on American Idol every Sunday night with Katy Perry and Lionel Richie, but not with Katy Perry for very long. She's leaving the show.
Yeah, I mean, she decided to announce her leaving here.
Yeah, she announced it here.
You didn't bring me here to fire me or anything.
No.
I didn't know if this was like the train station for American Idol or whatever.
You didn't come here to quit, did you?
No, not to my knowledge.
Yeah. Katy did break the news on the show, and she told me she hadn't told you or hadn't told Lionel.
She had hinted to me.
She hinted, okay.
Then
maybe
bit.
she hadn't told Lionel. Is that possible?
Well, Lionel is such a father figure. You know how it's really hard to sit your dad down and tell him things.
But I heard rumors, and these are tabloid rumors, that you and Lionel are feuding, that you are the next Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, me and Lionel, it's tense on the set. You know Lionel, how combative he is.
How difficult he is,
You saw how awful he was on The Greatest Night in Pop, how he just tried to ruin that whole scenario.
No, I'm not saying Lionel's a problem. I'm suggesting maybe it's you.
Yeah, I read the tabloid, and I'm like, me and Lionel in a feud over Katie's replacement. It's like, yeah, you can't feud with Lionel. Lionel's like, he's like apple pie, he's like the most wholesome human. So me and Lionel are good.
All you can do is sing to Lionel and hope he sings right back.
Right, in a romantic setting.
Now, as far as who replaces Katy Perry, are you guys involved in that decision?
Not really. We let the smart people do that. We just show up and judge the talent and have fun.
Have you said, and have you made any suggestions like, oh, maybe, this person would be great?
See how he's walking me into this?
Yeah.
I could see.
Maybe peanut butter or maybe mullet might be a nice addition.
Mullet's opinion would be a strong opinion to some of the, we better leave him in Mexico Beach. I think L.A.
Can I tell you, I'm a little worried about you because not just because of your bass allergy, which is horrifying, but also you seem to be falling down a lot.
There I go. Oh!
It's happening often, and it happened again just like a couple weeks ago in Vancouver.
This is maybe the best one.
That is a perfect comedy fall. In fact, can we play that again in slow motion? Let's have a look here. And what did you fall on?
I mean, it was, I guess somebody had gotten some water. I keep my water bottles right there. Well, first of all, everybody, you check the comments on the fans
YouTube?
talking about the fall.
Right.
And there's 9 out of 10 comments that point to me being drunk.
Oh, were you?
No.
Oh.
But this is my chance to clear the air.
Okay,
on
go
this
ahead. Yeah.
Drinking and fall. Listen, I mean, I'm a 6'2", you know. I'm up there trying to do Michael Jackson moves in too big of a frame. And when you add water to a stage and slick cowboy boots, you go down hard.
It's a bad combination.
And it's not alcohol, fans.
It is not alcohol.
It's like people are like, yeah, like they're assuming like you just can't drink a bottle of vodka and go do a 2-hour show.
Oh, some do. Some do.
Well,
I've seen it.
but no, it's all good. I mean, I've just, through the years, I'm real active on stage and just
So
trying.
you're saying it's not a matter of being drunk or even being buzzed.
Or the content of my songs, even though the content of the songs alludes to drinking.
Drinking a lot.
That doesn't mean that, you know, I spend my whole life while working. Are you drunk now?
I am, yes.
Oh, okay.
Very. And so you're not, what you're saying is, to those these 9 out of 10 dentists who prefer you being drunk over, you're not drunk, you're just really clumsy, super clumsy.
I would say, you know, if you're going to be, what is it? You're going to be, if you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. I am that. So somehow I've dodged injury and I can't predict when it will happen again.
You know what?
I got there was about 4 in a row, like it was North Carolina only. So people were assuming I was drinking moonshine.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And, but that wasn't it.
Will you make me one promise?
What's that?
Is if what happens again, you're going to start wearing a helmet.
We will.
Will you think about that?
We'll get outfitted. Or the new, have you seen the new NFL helmets with all the
wear
padding
one of
on
those.
That's where
there
I'm
you
going.
go.
Look like
Get
R2-D2
you in a nice
or
Falcons helmet.
Yeah.
Well, American Idol is live Sundays, coast to coast, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, right here on ABC, and the next day on Hulu. Luke Bryan, everybody. Thank you, Luke.